Hello, this is Alicia Knott, and today we're going to talk about a strategic plan to reduce skepticism towards Arbonne. Through research, a campaign theme, strategies and tactics, and an evaluation, we are going to put together the best way to reduce skepticism towards Arbonne. So, Arbonne is a multi-level marketing brand, which all of them are surrounded by a great deal of skepticism. We plan to increase transparency in the direct selling compliance professional certification, and that will be the proactive way that we are going to reduce skepticism. We have several publics to help us with this. Moving forward, we're going to do, starting with leadership, the consultants and recruits, customers, skeptical consumers, and then regulators. So the theme. Our theme is building trust the smart way. So we have very specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant things that we can do within a 1-year time frame. We're going to require all leadership to obtain this DSCP certification, Direct Sales Compliance Professional Certification. And it is measurable because when we have a 100% certification, we've achieved our goal at this point right here. And it's relevant because this is what's going to help us address the skepticism. This certification is a third-party certification, and we are doing this within a 1-year time frame. Because what do we know? Arbonne is already a B Corp status. It's been around for 40 years. It's got a very robust digital infrastructure. Right here is my personal website, and at the end of the presentation, like if you wanted to go there and check it out or order things, you can. So the weaknesses, it's the stigma of the multi-level marketing. They have gotten several letters from Tana.org and decentralized messaging, so the income and earnings potential is distorted in some ways by consultants. So our opportunities, what's important here is this DSCP certification. Doing it the smart way within the time frame is going to appeal to customers, and then we can partnership with these watchdogs instead of being scrutinized by them. The threats, the economy is always a threat. Regulatory crackdowns after certification, once you're certified by a third party. Some things might change, but Arbonne, it already regulates itself with other third parties, so there shouldn't be any issues there. And then you're always going to have the MLM critics. If you haven't researched direct sales, it makes sense that people feel like it's a scam and believe that it's a scam, but to get a product on the shelves in Walmart, there's a great deal of cost with that. So it benefits this company, and it benefits the consultants and the sellers, and in a way the consumer, by being a direct sales business. So what we want here, the vision, is the third-party validation killing skepticism. 100% certified, 100% transparent, and 100% publicized, all within the year. So we're going to move from defensive mode to the gold standard, and we're going to shift from skepticism to a reference point in the industry of direct sales with this professional certification. All right, so the strategies that we're going to use in action strategy, which is the 100% DSCP certification for all leadership. The rectifying behavior. We are going to create income disclosure statements and make those accessible to everyone. Commiseration strategy. We are showing that we're committed to fixing the transparency problem through the DSCP certification. Oh, it's so blurry. And then the organizational performance strategy, which is just the transparency creates successful business by building trust the smart way. We're going to comply with success in reporting quarterly, beginning on 9/1 of 26, which would be our 3rd month in. So channels. What channels, what publics? Oh, it's very blurry. I didn't know we were going to be making videos in this class, so apologize. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see. So we've got leadership, and so we would go through the business email and then the consultant websites like we have here, okay, where we reach our consultants. And then for current consultants like myself, it would also be business email and then the consultant website. So for prospects, we would reach them through like TikTok and Instagram. That's where we can most likely speak to them. And then also through paid search engines like Google, although there's an expense with that. That is a good way because people are always searching. So we need to have this there for them. So for the skeptics, we're going to go with news articles and as the primary channel, which also, you know, press releases. But once we get this certification of everybody, I believe that it's newsworthy and we can get news articles going, generated for that. And then also the secondary channel is the YouTube and Arbonne websites, again, because people are curious. So they're always looking for things. So when they can search us up and find us, this is going to help. So regulators are also a very important public. So we're going to be, after everybody is certified, sending out formal reports to the regulators. And then also press releases. And that's exciting. So our professional objective right here, the internal one, is just to achieve 100% DSCP certification, all leadership, within 1 year. So we're going to start rolling it out at 6/1 quarterly. We're going to get 25%, 25%, 25%. Within the year, we'll have 100%. Communication objective, we're going to try to reduce the non-compliant social media claims, which that's part of the, you know, income claims made by consultants. And then we're also going to roll out mandatory DSCP training for the consultants. After all leadership, which is the #1 priority this year, after the leadership has all been certified, then we're going to start moving to, as consultants, they're going to get their certifications, and then when new consultants come in, they will be certified as well. So it's going to be a trickle-down effect, but it starts with one thing first, and it starts at the top, so the leadership is going to go first. That's what this year's goal is here. And then to consumers, we want to see a generation of 250 pieces of user-generated content focusing on transparency, ethics, and then the DSCP certifications. So we've got a hashtag here that hopefully to spread, and that's within a year window as well. After completion of all, after the first year's completion of everybody getting certified, and we're launching it and making it public, the second year is when we're going to hit this objective. So the evaluation here. This is the plan. We're going to roll out a survey 5/1/26. 6/1/26, first round of DSCP certifications achieved, which is 25% of the leadership. We're going to get them qualified. So that's going to go from 6/1 to 9/1. As they are getting qualified, we're going to create focus groups with those qualified, certified leaderships with consultants that are already and potential consultants to see if skepticism is going down among potentials. And anyways, launch marketing transparency on social media. So after we have half of our leadership certified, that's when we're going to launch the marketing transparency, because we're halfway there already. Okay, so that was going to start at 12/1/26. By 3/1/27, we have 75% of our leadership is certified. Well, we can reach that goal sooner, that would be great, but these are realistic here. If we can just get a quarter of everybody every 3 months, then we're going to hit our goal easily. And then so by 6/1, we're going to redo this sentiment survey. Okay, so this is 1 year later. And then 100% of our leadership is certified. So our projected results are 100% leadership certification, a decrease in watchdog flag content, so we should not have any problems after everybody's certified. And then a measurable shift in brand skepticism by 60%. We are hoping to reach that mark. So thank you. If you have any questions, you could email, and that is my personal website. If you want to check out Arbonne products, I will say that I was skeptical of it at the beginning. It was a gift to me from my sister, and just because she paid for it, it was expensive. I did it, and I did it for the month that I was supposed to, and I wasn't going to buy the products, so I didn't do it again. Well, about 2 to 3 months later, I was like, you know what? I felt better. So I did lose weight, but that wasn't the thing. I felt better using the products. So about 5 months later, I decided I'm going to use these products. And so I've ordered them. Not only did I order them, I decided to be a consultant because I personally like the product. I believe in it. And because I came from an aspect of skepticism, I feel like I understand when people don't want to try something, because that's where I was. And so I have certain specific products that I use that I believe make me feel better. I've been working on gut health, and so they have products for that, but they also have a whole array of other products that I'm not really familiar with, but they are available. So if anybody is curious, if you want to check out how skeptical you are, you could go to the website and, you know, kind of look for yourself. Do you feel skeptical of this or not? And you know, in the future, maybe there's better ways, but I think right now this certification is a good step towards the future for the company. Thank you, and I'm sorry about it being blurry. I don't necessarily have the equipment here to be recording videos, so you guys have a great day.